what drew me to Kabbalah was that I could ask questions and there were answers. And questions were invited, which is the opposite of how I was brought up. So I looked at my father as kind of like a religious robot. You know what I mean? Not that he's not a good person, but I didn't want to be a robot. And especially having a spiritual life, I started to see my father as a human being and see that he was a human that made mistakes and that he did the best with what he was taught, what he was given. When those cylinders start clicking in your head, you start to have a lot more compassion, not just for your parents, but for all people who don't see life the way you see it, that you don't agree with. It brought me to a place where I could have more compassion for him.
I mean, that seems like a really big gift.
Yeah.
To have that understanding. And I could agree. I think spiritual context creates so much compassion when you are able to zoom out and look at someone's life. Like, I remember the moment I really had compassion for my dad was when I visited the home he grew up in, which was this room. I mean, I can't even compare it to this. His home was like probably just from here till here.
Mm-hmm.
Like his entire home, and they shared a bathroom with 20, 30
neighbors,
other families.
Yeah.
And we went outside. I was 9 years old. We're in India, and there's cockroaches around us in Pune. Mm-hmm. And there's cockroaches around his home. There's bats in the, and it's just like, and inside, and I was 9 years old, and I couldn't believe that, that's where my dad grew up. And it was almost like something clicked where I was like, I unless I saw that, I wouldn't have had that experience. Because it was always easier to assume that their life.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like I say to my kids all the time, like, you're judging me by the chapter you arrived in. Like, this is not how my life has been. And it's really hard for kids to see that.